BYD E5 drive motor disassembly and inspection. 1. Disassembly process of transmission. Before disassembly, open the drain plug assembly. Discharge the lubricating oil in the transmission body clean. Install the oil drain plug assembly again to prevent the foreign body from falling into the transmission of the transmission during the disassembly process. Disassemble the transmission box cover. Choose the bolt of the 13mm sleeve to remove the transmission box cover. Gently pry open the transmission case cover with a flat screwdriver. Remove the transmission box cover. Disassembling differential component. Disassembling sub-axis component. Disassembling the spindle component. The transmission is disassembled and completed. 2. Disassembly process of the drive motor. Remove the three-phase wire cover of the drive motor. When rotating the rotor of the drive motor, use a multimeter to measure the AC voltage between the three-phase lines of the motor in pairs. The faster the speed of rotating the rotor, the higher the voltage it generates. Check the performance of the drive motor rotor and whether there is any open circuit or short circuit in the stator coil winding. When rotating the rotor of the drive motor, using a wrench to short circuit, the three-phase wires of the motor in pairs will generate electric sparks. The faster the rotor rotates, the greater the spark it generates. And after short circuiting, the rotor is difficult to rotate. The resistance value of measuring the Cassini of the rotary transformer is 57. The resistance value of measuring the excitation of the rotary transformer is 19. 2. The resistance value of the motor temperature sensor measured is 115. 6 kiloohms. Remove the motor temperature sensor connector. Remove the fixed components of the rotary transformer assembly. Remove the locating pin of the rotary transformer stator housing. Remove the stator winding assembly of the rotary transformer. Remove the drive motor stator casing and cover bolts. Use a flat screwdriver to pry off the end cover of the drive motor stator housing. Remove the drive motor stator assembly. Then the permanent magnet rotor that drives the motor can be clearly seen. Remove the permanent magnet rotor of the drive motor using a copper rod and hammer. Remove the permanent magnet rotor. The structure of the cooling water channel for the 2019 E5 drive motor is shown in the video. It is coiled in a serpentine shape on the stator casing, and its water channel mainly provides heat dissipation for the stator coil of the motor. Drive motor disassembly completed. Pre-installation process of the drive assembly. First, apply engine oil to lubricate the components. Install permanent magnet electronics and correct the bearings of the permanent magnet rotor. Cover with a large sleeve. Gently hit down with a hammer again. Install the rotor oil seal. Install the drive motor stator assembly. Install the drive motor stator. Install the drive electronic assembly bolts. Install the rotary transformer assembly. Install the motor three-phase wire cover. Install the transmission spindle assembly. Install the transmission secondary shaft assembly. Install the differential component of the transmission. Install the transmission case cover. Drive assembly installation completed.